Hey everyone, I'm Heinz and welcome to my channel. And in today's video, we'll be doing a review of Gold Dragon Bot, a XAUUSD specialized robot which is available for both MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. What this means is we'll cover the description of the expert advisor, look at its programmer, look at the settings I've been running on my MT5 Pro account, as well as look at the results and a graph, and lastly, Myfxbook. But before moving forward, if you find any of the information in this video helpful, I'm going to ask you to drop it a like. Also subscribe to stay updated with future videos. So firstly, you might ask, why did I select Gold Dragon Bot to add to my collection out of all of these different, specifically gold trading EAs and other EAs available on the MQL5 marketplace? And the reason why I chose this expert advisor is not only its very low price, but it's also made by the same developer that created EA Black Dragon, which is one of my personal favorites. Now, unlike EA Black Dragon, Gold Dragon Bot doesn't have any grid or martingale, and it is a trend expert advisor. The strategy capitalizes on patterns identifying periods of market consolidation and in using pending orders to target these breakouts. Now, after running more than 20 trades on a live account, I can say that each trade has a stop loss, take profit, and it uses an aggressive trailing stop function to get the most out of the market. Now, this bot was published on the 13th of February 2025, and at the time of recording, it's available for 30 USD. Now, if we take a look at some of the images provided by the expert advisor, you'll see that these are results between April and May of 2025. So we see some recent trading results showing good exits and also a few that got really good returns. Some of the other images that the developer has uploaded includes an image of a backtest, which we'll also take on a deeper look at in this video, and one of his backtesting results. Now, when I saw this originally, I see a very high win rate and also a very okay profit factor of 1.22. Now, I've already used one of his other expert advisors, EA Black Dragon, but for those of you who are not familiar with the developer, Rummel has a few different trading robots available on the MQL5 marketplace. And this robot, Gold Dragon Bot, is available for both MT4 and MT5, so meaning it doesn't matter which of the two you're currently running. Now, if we look at a signal that the developer is currently running for the EA, we'll see it has a growth of 348%, which is really high, and we'll see some aspects of this expert advisor using its breakout strategy in the form of the buy stops and sell stops placed on the account. On top of this, you'll see that each trade has a stop loss and take profit, making sure that your account's protected at all times. Now, if we head to my MetaTrader 5, I'll be doing a test on the XAUUSD on the 30-minute time frame, and I'll be using a custom period from the 10th of January 2022 until the 11th of June 2025, using a deposit of 3,000 and every tick based on real ticks for our modeling quality. So now if we take a look at the settings of Gold Dragon Bot, at the top we have our open all new series, true or false. So if you want to disable the robot for a while, you can always set this to false and also specify if you only want to trade buys or sells, and if you wanted to manage your manual orders. Then when we reach the maximum spread, it is very important that you adjust this for your broker, especially if they might be using a 3-digit system. Now for the trading hours, I have set this from 6 a.m. GMT plus free until 10 p.m. GMT plus free, and I have a maximum amount of buy and sell orders set at 3 each. Now for the initial lot sizing for this testing, we're using a 0.01 and the auto lot is set to false, meaning each trade in the backtest will be set at the same time. It also has a 0 set to lot multiplier and max lot, because it doesn't use grid or martingale or any of those dangerous type of strategies. Then when we look at our take profit, it is set at 300 points, and it also uses a trailing stop method that starts at 150 and then trails by 25. Now, all of this means is that each trade has a stop loss, take profit, and also an aggressive trailing stop. And if we take a look at the backtest, there are periods where the robot doesn't make money because the market isn't trending. And remember from the description of the expert advisors who uses a trend-based strategy, meaning for those two periods, it then doesn't make money. So if we look at from 2022 until 27 months later, the EA was unable to reach a new high. However, once the market started trending, it really started cashing in and gave another big jump. Now, many of you might be wondering why is this exciting is because of the fact that this EA can be scaled for funding and other types of accounts. So at the moment, I'm testing it against a RoboForex Cent account. However, the plan is to move it to Darwinex once I'm happy with the results. So now that we've looked at the graph, let's explore our backtest results. So on the initial deposit of 3,000, they made a total net profit of 595, or approximately a 20% gain, using only 0.01 lot sizing. And all of this done with a very low balance and equity drawdown and a high profit factor of 1.44. Overall, these results look really impressive, and this made me move the expert advisor over to a Myfxbook account so that you can also track the results live in the market. Now, for those of you that haven't seen the profile before, I'll leave a link to Myfxbook down below in the description of the video. So if we head over to Myfxbook, we can take a look at the SIC Forex profile. And for this specific trading account, you'll need to scroll to the second page. So these are some of the older accounts that I've been trading. And then the second page features some of the newer ones. Now this one is running on the gold EA accounts, so you can find it under that list. Then once you've selected the account, head over to Custom Analysis and select 20225, which is the magic number for Gold Dragon Bot. Now, for these first 20 trades, I used a set lot size of 0.01, which we also saw in the backtest. And the main thing that I was looking for is to see that each trade had a stop loss and take profit in place, and that it also didn't increase the lot sizing or use any type of grid or martingale, which can be very, very dangerous. So out of the 20 trades placed, it's won 95% with only one loser, and gave us a very high profit factor because of this of 6.44. But as I've stated before, one of the crucial aspects for me, especially when I'm trading a new expert advisor, is to see where the stop loss and take profits are set for each trade. And when we had our first loss, it lost over 500 points. But in essence, we see there are a bunch of similar sized wins, so this makes it fine. So out of the 20 trades placed, it's lost the one, which lost over 500 pips. However, we can make up for it with some big wins as well. So overall, I'm very happy with the expert advisor's performance. However, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. And with all of that said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching until the end. Until next time, happy trading. Bye.